Olá, meu nome é Natan, pode me chamar de Nate. Estou de volta nesse domingo, 3 de setembro, começo de um mês novo aí. Segundo semestre de 2023 com tudo. Reta final dos meus 24 anos está chegando aí daqui a pouco. Mas vamos aproveitar enquanto podemos jogar no Dragon Age Origins. E nesse episódio aqui eu não vou fazer um resumo tão grande não. Qualquer coisa assistam os episódios anteriores, porque o áudio do microfone está uma bosta. Eu não quero perder muito tempo falando, mas basicamente somos o Grey Warden, nascidos de família nobre, traídos por um Zé Mané escroto. Aí o rei foi lá, morreu. Viramos um tal de um Grey Warden, que é a força tática aqui contra o Blight, que são demônios vindos do mundo dos sonhos. Vamos ter que arrumar o máximo de ajuda que possível. Aí a gente conseguiu a ajuda da bruxinha Morgan, que a gente começou a namorar. Beijamos, transamos, fizemos tudo que é possível com ela. Tem o Alistar, que é o outro Grey Warden junto com a gente. Somos os últimos dois Grey Wardens. Achei uma Leliana, comecei a flertar com a Leliana. Leliana ficou assim com os ciúmes da Morgan, tive que terminar com a Morgan. Estou tentando namorar com a Leliana, dei um beijo na Leliana antes. Fizemos esse triângulo amoroso maravilhoso. Vamos fazer uma side quest pra Leliana já pra ver se a gente firma esse relacionamento de vez por todas. E depois que acabar com o relacionamento com a Leliana, tentar voltar pra Morgan. Estou sendo canalha? Talvez, mas isso é só um jogo na vida real. Te amo, amor. Enfim. Tirando isso, a gente precisava da ajuda de todo mundo. A gente foi lá numa cidade chamada Redcliffe, eu acho. É Redcliffe. Não é o do Harry Potter. Enfim. O moleque tava possuído pelo capeta, precisamos da ajuda dos magos para exorcizar o moleque. A gente conseguiu a ajuda dos magos e dos templários, exorcizamos o moleque, só que ainda precisa de achar a urna para salvar a vida do rei, que é o regente, a linha de sucessão e essas coisas medievais. Aí falamos assim, beleza. Ajudando um carinha ali, outro aqui. Pegamos o golem, ajudamos o golem. A gente foi pra Orzammar, que é a cidade dos anões. Ficamos 300 horas lá, matando um monte de chefe, destruindo um monte de criaturas malignas. Pra no final conseguir a ajuda dos anões, porque eles estavam numa guerra civil. Precisamos colocar o rei, colocamos o rei. E conseguimos o Anthem of the Void, a bigorna do vazio, né? Do vácuo infinito luminoso, que consegue criar novos golems. E agora a gente vai ter a ajuda dos golems e dos anões na batalha final contra as forças do mal. E no episódio anterior teve um pouco desse triângulo amoroso. Eu tenho que terminar oficialmente com a Morgan, dar um beijinho na Leliana, ajudar o golem a entender melhor sobre o passado dele e tudo mais. A gente teve que mentir, né, sobre o que aconteceu lá no Eve of the Void, porque a gente acabou matando o cara que era o criador dos golems. Ajudamos o Ogren, que é o golem que era namorado da Ana, muito louca, que agora tá cuidando desse Eve of the Void aí pra criar os golems. Aí ela meteu um pé de bunda nesse anão. Aí o anão foi procurar rabo de saia, né? A gente fez o famigerado esquema no boteco da esquina, né? Tá no rolê, a gente ajuda o amigo falando assim, meu irmão, essa cantada de padeiro não tá dando certo. Aí, é isso, né? Estamos tentando angariar. Agora eu acho que só falta a ajuda dos elfos, né? Porque Brecilian Outskirts pelo que aparenta ser uma floresta. E a gente já teve a maioria das facções, magos, templários, anões, agora só faltam elfos. Vamos ver aqui que a gente consegue ganhar algo. Me disse que essa quest vai ser muito longa. São 8h30 da noite. Eu já estou ficando com sono e tenho que acordar cedo da manhã. Então, Vamos ver no que vai dar, minha gente. Vamos pra floresta, vamos pros elfos, vamos ter contato com a natureza. E se na vida real, se você já entrar no meio do mato, é complicado, vai vir jaguatirica, vai vir lobo-guará, vai vir inseto te picando. Está um calor do cacete aqui em São Paulo, sendo que 3 dias atrás estava o maior frio. Imagine um calor, você no meio da floresta, no meio do mato. Enfim, já é complicado aqui no mundo real, né? Imagine no mundo fantástico que pode vir belisome, pode vir gnômenos, pode vir fada do mal, pode vir árvores falantes, pode vir um monte de coisa, mano. Aí, mano, isso é complications, né? Mas é isso que a gente vai fazer. A gente vai para Brecilian Outskirts. Vamos ver o que vai dar. Como tá com problema no áudio, eu volto se eu tiver alguma decisão muito sinistra que vai mudar vidas, que vai ser, vai romper paradigmas, vai mudar o destino da nação e do mundo das pessoas que eu amo. Eu venho aqui e comento para refletir um pouco sobre a escolha que eu tenho que fazer, mas no geral será uma gameplay sem comentários. Valeu, falou e até daqui a pouco.
Yes.
Now let's see. Which one first? Yes.
Where now?
Going. On it.
Directly. Make a preserve us.
Saving the day. All right.
I'll do it. As you say.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? I'm sure you'll be pleased. Something you need? I'm sure you'll...
Indeed. Yes.
Time for more practice. Sure thing. And I'm off.
Right away. We must fight.
I shall do so, as you say.
I shall.
Going.
Yes!
As you say.
Point me.
Here! It's done.
Great. All right.
Ready!
Ready.
Good to go!
Yes. As you say. As you say. Immediately. Immediately.
Here I am. Yes.
Your orders?
Is that all my money? Anyone? Like that.
Yes!
Direct me. I shall do so. Immediately. As you say, I shall do so. 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 I shall do so. Immediately.
Indeed.
Yes.
Time for more practice.
Yes!
Orders. On it. Yes. And I'm off. Speak up.
Try
indeed.
Yes.
We've been waiting for you, Warden.
Looks like we're in for some fun. Here I am. All right. And I'm off.
Right away.
I shall do so.
Going.
I shall. As you say.
Yes.
On my way. It's done.
Speak. Sure thing. All right.
Ready. As you say, I shall do so. Immediately. I shall do so. As you say, I shall do so. Immediately. I shall do so.
Now this should be fun.
Yes!
As you say, I shall do so. As you say. Immediately. Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. This is no stop on a traveler's journey. We have neither an inn for you to rest in nor bread to share. I suggest you move on. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our heirs are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see. Answer my question first. If I agree with you, I will indulge your curiosity at length. You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Werewolves are beasts not unlike abominations, possessed wolves driven mad.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brecilian forests are proof of this. They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before. I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brecilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. From whom? The children of the stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us? We would assist with the blight, of course, and you would have our gratitude. This attitude has been burned into our souls after long years of slavery and oppression. It is not personal, but very well. I will remind my people of the danger you will undertake on our behalf. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. Go on then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way. Yes? What is it you need? Have you news? Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya. I'm a... Yes? Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. I must...
Undertation, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? No, I could never leave the clan. My duties here are important to my people, and to me. No doubt I would not even find my way. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought. It would be worthwhile to see them with my own eyes. But I do not think I can leave the clan. Perhaps I'm too much of a coward. That is a kind offer, but my work is here. One day, the Keeper will be no more, and I must be ready to lead our clan forward. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us? And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since. It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however. I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood. I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future. They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless. Aren't you? You're human, and to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness. I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still, I do not blame them for what they feel. Perhaps this may change one day. But I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable. It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock. Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people, she who was your maker's chosen. We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought, they lost. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say. In time and with seclusion, we Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us. One wonders why we weren't more prepared when the humans conquered our second homeland. We will be more cautious if we ever have a third. That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction. Certainly. A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other. Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them. He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific. I'm hardly anyone special. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. As you wish. Darth Shirel. Yes? Have you another question? My parents were servants to a human merchant. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their... I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and as you wish.
I never thought I'd ever set foot in a Dalish camp.
I'm here for you. People have always spoken of dark and mysterious woods haunted by beings unseen. The Brecilian forest is one such forest. They say the veil is thin here, and spirits from the fade pass over, drifting through the trees and giving them an unnatural and sinister intelligence. It is said that if you feel you are being watched in the Brecilian forest, you are. I'm here for you.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned. An outsider to the rescue, but of course, what were we doing trying to solve our own problems? Nothing will help us now. Least of all, the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire. Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales? We started the war, did we? And you, child, what do you believe happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us, a great crusade. And which is worse, the actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong? Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient law alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost law.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you. Perhaps another time. You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brecilian forest. Do you wish to hear it? Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brecilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. Indeed, very wise of you. There was so much death that the veil into the beyond was torn. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is. It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy. Is there something you need?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anaren the healer?
You know Anaren?
He lives. No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anaren.
Ah, it makes sense. Anaren said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If you seek Anaren, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
We know only what Zathrian has told us over the years. I never saw one myself until the attack. Some of us have wondered. The Keeper says they are simply cunning, that any beast can lie in wait. But this seemed more than that. It was planned. These are no simple beasts. Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so. I do not believe he would. But even the wisest of men do not always see the truth in front of them, nor do they always wish to. The hunters say they have strength and speed far beyond what's ordinary, and are as tough as such beasts come. Like wolves, they hunt in packs so as to combine their strength. But in the end, A blade kills them as surely as it does any other. What you need to fear is their bite. If you're infected, you are done. Though not right away, and not all at once. As you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves. Other than not to get bitten? Not that I know of. Of course. You wish something else? Dareth Chiron.
Hello? I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of the beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter. I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed. Really? I'm willing to try anything. I could reward you. I have a book of our history written in the common tongue. The keeper wrote it and gave it to my father before he died. If nothing else, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands. Cyranus, oh ma Cyranus, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Andiran Atishan, outsider. You spoke to him? What did he say? Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I? But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Cammon miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masirnas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Cammon. Cammon, I have been a fool.
Dana? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Here, take the book. I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least I can do.
I thought Hashem would be uglier. You're not so ugly.
So, you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought I would hear of an outsider who would ever do anything for us.
What now?
Cammon should have become a full hunter first, but it is worth it to see a little happiness in the clan. It's wonderful to see Cammon and Gaina so happy. A little joy in such a sad time is not misplaced.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you. Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
Your people can't smith like the Durgenlin or craft like us. I suppose they do some things well enough, though.
We are pleased you are here. Perhaps the creators have sent you to us in our time of need.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
Elves and their wood shaping. It's unnatural. Why use wood when you got perfectly good metal and stone?
Spoken like a true child of the stone, my friend.
Who you call a child, old man?
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start new, and I shall speak to our guest. You're most welcome here, stranger. Is there anything I might do to help you in your task? Yes, the Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. I notice you've already found the chest I placed it in. Feel free to sort through and take whatever you found there, if you've not done so already. I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with. I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Andaranatishn, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
That's like saying that dender rash is a bit itchy. You'll tear the skin off your arse and be glad you did it.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper. That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news. You have returned. Is there any chance you have news of Delilah? Very well. I suppose I shall have to wait longer and see.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our alien fallen.
You have betrayed the trust of my clan, and no doubt stolen from us. Zathrian shall hear of this, I assure you. Even if that's true, you should not have opened the chest. I warned you, didn't I? I suppose I should not be surprised. Zathrian was right. I'm too trusting of outsiders. Go, do what you said you would, and bother me no more. I have nothing to say to you. If you're truly here to help my clan, then please do so.
Finished.
It's them antler beasts, I swear.
comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach. My name is Alora. I am the master herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us. They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides. I have seen your horses. The relationship is different, as is the purpose. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude. I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal, and it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
No, that would not be right. When the time comes, then I will do it myself. It is my duty, as both master herder and as her friend. She shall take her last breath knowing she was always safest in my care.
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
Of course.
It's wonderful to see Cameron and Gaina so happy. A little joy in such a sad time is not misplaced.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times. You might have just told me you were a Grey Warden and saved me the grief, though I suppose I can hardly blame your caution. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral. You were behind Cameron and Gaina's announcement, I hear. How odd that you would choose to involve yourself. At least we have something happy to celebrate.
So you're the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought an outsider would ever do anything for us. We are pleased you are here. Perhaps the creators have sent you to us.